see. What you got, man? What are you up to?
He sees archaeological things around the backyard.
No, that's a tennis ball. Oh, God. You broke the string in your organ.
These are all backyard springs here. Backyard tips. Ice breaking. You will find ice. The epidemic, kind of like the jellyfish years ago when they came along. Goldfish are over there. They're going to be hatching. So we're going to just do some different things. These are things you may have to do every spring. There's basic ice breaking here. You use the whole mentality. It's New England player, and then these guys here eventually will crystallize. I don't know, maybe they'll be worth something in 1,000 years. And then basic things, items such as this, which we've all found our mailboxes. That's a great one. Then we're going to come back to that later. We're going to break up some furniture. Your basic hammer, things like that. We'll get some heavy-duty machinery here and cut that up. So we do have some fallen branches, rogue tarps, as they say down there. Different things, but we're working really hard today. All right. So we'll come back and we'll dismantle this table. Just in case you have to reassemble items, it's important to put back the anything that goes in the proper slot. Because as we know, everything is a Planet of the Apes reference. If you remember the picture Zara from the third Planet of the Apes. I'm going to bring that one down. Sometimes you may also find items that you've lost. One of the great things about springtime, you find all kinds of neat things. Before you dismantle anything, you want to check to see. Hey, it's my cell phone. For those of you who know me, of course, yeah, I misplaced my cell phone. This is my third cell phone generation. It's going to be waterlogged, unfortunately. Sometimes you just have to deal with the things that happen, and there's no way that'll work, but definitely a valuable piece. Dedicate that. Also, if you want to, sometimes drawers can be kind of difficult, as they say. Then you want to use this standard ice pick, the drawer removal, double set. So you want to take things like that out. Hey, there's a call coming in. Can't believe it. Hey, it's Mike Travers. Hey, Mike, what's up? Yeah, you ready to play croquet again this spring? All right, we're getting the field ready. All right, it's going to be freshly. We get the Zamboni going, and we get it freshly iced, and it'll be great. Fish are ready, and the frogs will be returning soon. All right, over and out. Mike Travers, guys. Come to the point that when draws become difficult. Rather than treat them with utmost care, since this is yet another sacrificial lamb, we just smash them. You know, that always works. So, really, this would be the proper way. Take shells out. As much as that. Of course, you want to scrape. You want to always scrape any tops off. That's always important. It'll be used for something, but not anymore. So that's what you want to do with that. You always tell it for mica pot. And then, of course, really you just start at the back. You want to put the thing apart, such as that. All right, you taking the cardboard off the proper way. That's one thing you do. You know, it hasn't got to the point of kicking it yet, but wedge your items in there. These are some of the things you might do in the springtime. Fry some of these up, such as that. This is a pretty fast pace here. You break anything you can apart. Of course, it's a nice solid unit. And you got that, a little bit of this, whoopsie doodle. This could also be filed under the segment things that you snuck in over the winter with your mother not knowing. And after all the snow we had, sometimes you have to bring things back where you got them. So, part of the fun of and joy of living in New England, loving all that stuff. So that's the proper way. And you want to kick it, and you know, here you go. So that's that. Another item here. This is entitled. What is this again? spring cleanup. Right, and also things I snuck in without my mother knowing. We're talking about the wheel here. You've got a basic, this is a New England wheel. It's a winter wheel. You can tell because if you look closely, it's white. So snow's white, that's white. And then little things in there. It's always good. But it all started years ago with, I wonder if they ever had a snow wheel during the Ice Age. I mean, the cavemen invented the wheel. So I wonder if there would ever be a snow wheel. Believe it or not, this could be the very first wheel. The cavemen really did come up with a snow wheel. Believe it or not, this is one of a kind. We dug it up back. It's hard to believe it's survived 10,000 years of summers. But this is an original wheel. It's called the snow wheel. We're still digging up the caveman, but I think they already made a movie about that. So this is a whole new segment here. The snow wheel. It's pretty lavishing. That's the hub right there. That's where they only had one axle in those days. They were still trying to figure out, as you can see here, where to put the axle. They put the axle sideways. You'd really want the axle horizontally as opposed to a vertical insert, but that's another class. And believe it or not, this does roll. So we're going to take this and we're going to roll it. All right. And remember that was it? Who was it? Mel Brooks. We're going to roll this wheel. Are you ready? Here we go. Back to the drawing board. Oh, well, we got the ice wheel this far. It's been a long day, of course. Anyways, we're here in the hill. We're going to do one last thing here. This is called the healthy tree. One of the things you may find here in New England, very healthy tree here. Now, I'm a piano player, I'm a musician. I'm not a agriculturist or a horticulturist or anything, but I'm noticing here, looks like a healthy tree. This here would be where you'd plug the inputs in, or go on and on. Owls could live here. But one of the great things about the healthy tree, you can tell because it's sprouting, that this tree is ready to sprout leaves any second now. So that's where the owls would live. An owl home, anything like that. So there's 1,000,001 uses for duct tape. Problem is we need the duct tape. Look at that, duct tape. These guys. Anyways, we're going to use the duct tape here. Other ways to peel the duct tape too. If you've been working with an ice wheel, your fingers don't work that well. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the duct tape here, because we've come to fix everything with duct tape. So simply, because it really works, guys. All right. So we're going to wrap the tree here with some duct tape, because I think that may hold it. All right. I think we're going to put some duct tape around it. I'm going to cut this up here. To be completely safe. Completely safe. I mean, would I be standing underneath this tree if it wasn't safe? I know you can't get this. Because this is high def. The Viking ship. This really amazes me. This is the Viking ship that definitely has turned up here. The Black Sea, I mean, years ago, was somewhere on the other side of the planet there, but is it Leif Erikson? Leif Erikson explored here, and this probably is for a children's Viking ship. So you can see the bow. I think the bow would be on that end. Right. Of course, you know, port starboard, little ship facts here. Port would be this side because it would be left, because it's 4 letters in that. I don't know who I learned that from. A little meaningless trivia. That would be the starboard side right there. And definitely so, and as you can see, because we're in New England and the ocean was that way, so they may have been trying to get back to Switzerland. Did I say Switzerland? I meant to say Norway. Is it Norway? Scandinavia, exactly. Thanks, guys. Scandinavia, wherever they came from. Norway? What's the other one? Sweden. Were they Swedes? All right. But that's definitely a Viking ship there. And one last segment is if you look to our right here, we had the snow whale. The snow whale did melt. We should have known that. Next time, don't dig out any archaic fossils or anything in the middle of the sunlight. But there's the hub from the snow wheel. And that was something we shot a couple weeks ago. The things are thawing out, so that's going to be the hub for the snow wheel. All right, and it's probably they only came up with a unicycle in those days because there was just the one wheel, you know. Or maybe an early wheelbarrow. I don't know. Cool. Oh, Briars!